Hey everybody, hello. Terry Luongo here, and it is Monday night and it's Team Up Night, sometimes known as Family Reunion Night. So it's good to be with you tonight. It's going to be a fun call, an important call. But before I turn it over to our host for the evening, Amy Hawkins, I wanted to share just a couple important updates with you. Please know that tomorrow is the last day that the back office is going to be available. All right, that's the last day. After that, you're going to have to, go into your back office through your app or through the Juice Plus website. So if somebody calls you in a panic, okay, just know that it's all going to work out. Old back office disappears. I don't know if it's going to disappear tomorrow or if it's the last day, but it's here. Okay. The other thing is tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central Time is the launch call for the month. All right. And this is what I want to tell you is that they kind of watch who's showing up. They don't keep a tab per se, but they kind of watch the names and the faces. And, I think it's important that we be recognized, that we show up. And so be a part of it, show up. Remember, it was our precious Amy who's hosting the call tonight, who coined it a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. She says, you got to stay close to the fire. Okay. And that is so true. All right. So those are the two things that I wanted to share with you. What I'm going to tell you before I turn it over to Amy is that I don't know what they have in store for us. I think it's important to know, though, that the girls that are sharing tonight are very intentional. These girls, these partners, all have qualified businesses. They all plan out their week intentionally. They all gather on Monday morning and share out loud what their intentions are for the week. And because of that, they growing strong businesses. So success leaves clues, and how you do anything is how you do everything. So I can't wait to hear how they're going to be planning to meet in Phoenix at the conference next week. Take it away, Amy.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Good evening. Terry, thank you for handing over the reins. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring y'all some fire because Phoenix 2026 is going to be fire, y'all. And please don't be afraid to use emojis whenever your friends are up here talking, y'all. Emojis. Come on. We need to hear and see the fire. Thank you. I love that. Okay, look, everybody, take a second and let's arrive here because we're talking about conference. We ain't talking about what do we need to bring, what do we need to pack, what to expect. We're talking about how to show up, right? Because this is in my notes and I've got to stick to my notes or I'll get off in the weeds. Like Terry says, success leaves clues. And conference is full of clues, right? But we have to be prepared to see them. So, a good point was brought up to me recently. We all attend events, but what do we receive when we attend these events, right? It depends on the mindset that we walk in with. And as Terry says, it's your belief. It's your belief. So tonight, before we hear from this incredible lineup, I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be so good. Y'all, the people who are not here, you're missing out. You're going to want to watch the replay because it's so good. Okay, first, a few thoughts. Decide before you arrive. I've heard every single leader on this team tell me big decisions are made at conference, right? Who are you deciding to be? What are you deciding to build? Because once a decision is made, action is clear, right? Preparation starts now, not when we land in Phoenix. Number 2, right? And just like Terry just said, how you do anything is how you do everything. If you show up scattered, you're going to experience conference scattered, right? If you show up intentional, you're going to get some intentional results back. So come with a posture of receiving. This is something me and Terry has been working on for a long time here. You don't just go to conference to learn, you get to receive. What are the downloads, ideas, clarities, your vision, conviction? Conviction is big, okay? So this is about impact, not just income, right? We are changing lives, including our own. So go as a creator, not just a consumer, right? Conference is a gold mine of content, stories, moments, and connection. If there's anything that I've learned in comparison to how we grew up taking pictures with film versus how we grow up now taking pictures with cameras, we're going to want the moments. We're going to miss the moments. We need the moments, right? So get ready, y'all. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Okay. Listen, don't worry if you hear something on repeat tonight. It's important. That's what that means. If you hear some of these ladies share a same message, it's because it's something that's important. Maybe you need to hear it whenever you show up to conference. It's an important concept. So don't let that deter you. Write it down because that means it's something to really pay attention to. So first up, we have one of our incredible sisters here, Sarah Winstead. I'm going to spotlight you. Come on in.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so when Amy asked this weekend, I was like, gosh, there's so many things you could share. But the first thing that came to mind was the community. So I have gone to conference, oh, guys, I don't know how many times. I need to check. But I'm going to be really vulnerable with you guys. The last time I brought team was pre-2020. So this last conference in Indy was a huge shift. And I feel like there's always people, guys, we want to come with us to conference, but a lot of times we're not bold enough to ask that. So I actually messaged a team member when they dropped the early bird ticketing prices, which I feel like we get back from conference guys and we're like, you have to come. It was so great. It was so great. But I actually messaged her right when they dropped the early bird and I said, hey, listen, you have nothing to lose. Like, come with me. I've wanted you here this whole weekend. I've been here. She was trying to come to the last conference. A team member of mine. Buy these now. These tickets are on sale now. Like this is like the best possible price you can get. Come with me and let's do this together, guys. She's coming with me to Phoenix next week, and I'm always excited about conference, but I'm really excited to experience it with a team member because guys, we're almost like we are blocking. We all know this is an incredible product. We all know we love our community, but we're kind of blocking someone from if we're not sharing about conference and the opportunity to come, we're like blocking that experience for them because that's when big decisions are made. And I'm just excited to have her experience it, especially because right now there's so much going on in our company that's huge, and she's going to be able to get like a front row seat to everything. So I was even sharing with Abby today. I was like, I'm just so excited for her to be able to experience this and experience this with team together. So when you have that nudge, guys, to invite somebody, like send it and send it when you're in the excitement of conference. Don't wait till you come home and all the list of stuff just comes up. Like text them and say, hey, I want you here. And this is the reason I want you here. Because she literally bought her ticket, guys, within 10 minutes of me sending that text. So just saying, big decisions, invite your friends, invite them to come because you'll want team there.
Yes, ma'am. You're so right, Sarah. I want team there. I want my three new partner pluses to be there. I don't have them yet, but I want them. Don't worry. Hey, Abby's got them, y'all. Abby's got them. Okay, next up, Miss Pamelia Parker. Let us know
Hello.
what you got.
Oh my gosh, and you spotlighted me. So, hello everyone. I was so excited when she asked me to speak because I'm like, oh, I see people coming in with all their check bags, and I'm like, no, I pack like a minimalist. Like, this is how I prepare for conference, guys. So, to me, conference is a reset, it's a reconnect, refuel, get re-excited. But I pack light, I keep my schedule light, and I stay open because there's so much to absorb here. And I have done it where I've packed everything in and had no time. So, people, I'm going to get into like the packing. I have my superfood powder, my capsules, my super biome. I'm doubling up, tripling up. I'm getting on a petri dish. I have my blueberry RX oat bars. They are my secret addiction. But I checked the weather. It's going to be 90 degrees, you guys. All right. And no humidity. I'm going running one morning. Anyone wants to come for a slow jog with me? Um, but it's going to be warm outside, but it's going to be cold inside the conference center. So I packed the light clothes. I have the sweatshirt. Don't laugh. This is the blanket that Reef came home with. I know it's got dog bones and paw prints on it. I put this over my legs in conference. It's nothing. It packs into nothing. I use it for the airplane. Okay. Comfortable shoes, you guys. This is not a fashion show. Nobody's looking at you the way that you think that they are. They aren't. Just be comfortable. They don't care. I bring an iPad, I bring a book to go back. I do get a brand new notebook to start taking notes. I have colored pens because I'm sitting near Amy. There's a little competition there. I want to be like the cool kids. I keep it simple, toothbrush, toothpaste. There's a hair dryer in the room. I bring my flat iron. Like, you don't need to pack all your stuff. It's a, how long is it going to be? Makeup, yep, lip gloss and mascara if I'm going to live on the edge, okay? And if you see me with a Pepsi in my hand, you know I am living large. Pepsi mascara. So anyhow, face cream, I do pack face cream, but the body cream, whatever, but get it at CVS when you get there. Don't pack a bag. You've got 3 ounces you can put in there. So once I arrive, I get settled. I get to my room, I get everything done. I'm going to be arriving Wednesday night about 8 or 9. So it's, just go to my room and hang out. I've set up to have coffee with my buddy Dewana. Since we won't be on stage, we're still going to have coffee on Thursday morning. Run probably Friday, but Terry and I won breakfast with the interim CEO. So we're going to be having breakfast with him on Saturday morning. But I followed the main schedule. Otherwise, I'm leaving space for connection, conversations, and honestly, a lot of hugs. I need a lot of hugs this year, you guys. There's a lot going on, right? So, hugs and selfies. So, you see me. Um, but what have I done to prepare? And I started this earlier this week. I've gone to the back office. It's so simple. If you want help, just ask. I've got my customers that, expired or quit, whatever, canceled over a year ago. Then I've got the ones who've canceled within the last year. Then I've got my customers. I know which ones are in the children's health studies. I know which ones, are taking just Illuminate. And I have this list with me with their names, their phone numbers, and I print them out because I like to. I also have them copied and pasted into my notes section too, because I'm a little type A. And I might have like an extra copy of my iPad. But anyhow, I bring all this with me. What if there's some huge announcement? What if I get excited? What if I want to do a Sarah Winstead and said, "Oh my God, I want you to join me, in September or whenever we have the next one, October." What if, right? But I have all of that there. Then I don't have to start, fumbling through wherever. And that new app, it's so simple because whatever they announce there is going to be in that app, and you can just start shooting it off to all those people. And it's so easy when you have new contacts to add them in. So you want to pack like a minimalist? Just call me, text me, right? One pair of shorts. Anyhow, okay, that's it.
Yes, ma'am. Holy guacamole. Talk about prepare, y'all. Fire and nuggets in there. Gold, as Brandon Barber likes to say. Oh my gosh. And I think it's a great idea to have my great friend Paula Colbert follow up that conversation. Paula, bring it on. Y'all bring some fire for Paula.
Hey, that was perfect because I don't have a whole lot of prep. So, Pamelia, that was fire on the prep before. I'm more on what I have gained and why I go to conference because that to me is the fire. Every time I've ever gone, it like instills like the seeds. I call it seeds and roots that are planted. Because it's the belief that you're getting there. It gives me a whole new love for what I'm doing, what I'm serving with people, the mission, the company, the products, the solutions, and obviously the community. When you see people live, that's the physical part that you're getting that you don't have when you're on a Zoom, camera. And you get to see those talents and those actions, those nonverbals, everything in person. And I think just seeing those talents and feeling that energy with everybody, I think that just like instills that belief. And every single time it moves me emotionally. It lights a fire, it motivates me, it gives me focus, it excites me, and it wants me to it gives me the hope to do more, to do what I love, and that's serving people. And then you can't even get closer to the fire, whoever said that, than going to conference, because you're right there. It's and I love how Amy just said it's a gold mine of content. And that's content for your belief, but it's everything. It's physically, it's mentally, and it's spiritually. Everything is taken care of while you're there. So the next thing I would like to say, and this is more on a personal level, but there's and I love it how Sarah was bringing up her team member. Well, I can tell you that I have been blessed that my mom loves Juice Plus, and we are three generations. So it's my daughter, myself, and my mother. And my mother loves going. She loves listening to everything. She's a big believer in a Juice Plus. So as long as I'm blessed with her wanting to go to conference, we're going to go together. So that's a huge plus for me. And then my favorite things I can tell you from conference are definitely seeing my favorite person, which is Judy and Daryl. And then obviously going to the worship. It used to be called what we called it the prayer breakfast, but whatever they call it now. I love doing that. I love all the wisdom that's gained. I love the hope. And then, again, I said it, but just to wrap it up because I'm at 3 minutes, my favorite thing is all needs are met at conference. That's that's all the physical, all the mental, all the spiritual, and it just goes from there. So it is the building block of what you're going to do next.
Whoa, can we get an applause for that? Paula. Woo, y'all. We are bringing the heat. Terry, your team is fire tonight. Yeah. Y'all, I love this. I love this. Okay, let me look on my Patty. Patty, hang on, Patty. Come on up here, Miss Patty. All right, you're spotlighted. Unmute. Don't forget, unmute.
There you go. I'm in the car. I'm not used to doing this in the car. So, so much of what I'm going to say has been already said. And I think the top reason I go is because of the community. I love going and seeing everyone and the energy that you feel when you're doing something that a lot of people are doing really helps. It helps my business. It helps me to see, yes, I'm doing the right thing. And it encourages me to see people that I've seen for sure that in the past still there and doing the same thing. It's so encouraging. And I think of like when I walk into a hotel and I see Sarah, and Sarah is excited to see me, and we just hug, and I love seeing her. So I feel that way about everyone. And then the education, number two, the education, the products, the new app, the listening to new people share why they are doing Juice Plus and ways that they share Juice Plus with other people. I love that. One is encouragement. Number four is the new product info. There's always new products, and you get to be on the cutting edge of not only seeing what those products are, but getting to buy them and to taste them. And I love just being able to be on the cutting edge and see everything. New ideas. I love that you can get new ideas from people, from just one-on-one conversations of what people are doing, and that lights a fire. So speaking of that fire, that lights a fire to see what other people are doing. And so for preparations, one is mindset. That's really my top one. It's just going with the intention of learning, and going with the intention of I'm going to share with people. I'm going to share what I'm learning with some people. I'm going to write them. So you've got to be prepared. Like Pamelia did a beautiful job of just saying what she does, and so it gave me some ideas of what I want to do. And also getting new people to come. I do have 2 reps that will be with me, so I'm excited about that. It's actually Penny and her new rep. And so it's just go with a mind to learn and to soak it up while you're there. And also bring some tissues, because you are going to cry when you hear people that are NMDs and that are new NMDs, and you hear their stories. You just don't, it's just like kind of your excuses just go by the wayside. So be sure and bring a battery for your phone if you have one, because you could use it, because you're going to be using your phone a lot. Thank you. And I can't wait to see everyone.
Thank you, Patty. You're so right. You're so right. They pour into us, and we do need to bring tissues, y'all. We cry. We are criers because we care, because we love each other, because we love this family. It's an extended family. It really is. And I think no better time than to bring on Judy.
Hi, y'all. Okay. Hi, I'm here. Everything everybody said has been excellent. I think the first thing I'll say is what's like Sarah said, don't go alone if you don't have to. Find somebody to go with you, but at least go, even if you have nobody else. And if you wait till the last minute, there'll always be rooms, there'll always be tickets. Don't forget that. So if you find somebody at the last minute, just go to Voxer or your NMD and say, where is an extra ticket that I could get? Bring your excitement and go early. Be early to the meetings. Don't wait till the last minute, and don't try to save 20 rows for 2 people. And so just make sure that you are there and you have a place to sit. The other thing is you have to be willing to learn new things. I'm talking to myself too, because that's hard for me to learn new things. Be ready to ask questions of anybody that you're around. And also, I agree with the comfortable clothes. You're not there to impress anybody. Wear your tennis shoes and something warm, because inside you'll freeze to death. I know that happens to me. Be ready to meet new people and network. When you're in the bathroom, for heaven's sakes, there's a million women waiting to go pee at one time. And so find out who they are. Ask them. You see their name tag, you say, Jamie, where do you live in Texas? Or whoever it is. Talk to them while you're standing in line. You never know. You might be able to find somebody who has a group where one of your people are. And also talk to couples, learn about how they do their business, like for Daryl and I. I talked to Bob and Deanna Christofferson when we started going to do this, because I wanted to know what part Bob did and what Deanna does. Well, for me, I do the people, Daryl does the paper. So that keeps everything pretty simple for us. Plan your agenda. Make sure you know where you're going and what time you have to be there. Have it written out or on your phone, however you want to do that. You also want to know what's next and where it is, so you don't have to ask everybody, where's that room? Where's that room? Always have a water bottle full, and hopefully there's water there that you can add to it. Patty said, make sure you have a phone charger or battery, because you'll run out of phone, because we take a million pictures that we never use. Also take some snacks. Then also make sure you have a shoulder bag or a backpack, so you don't have to carry stuff all the time. Also, I always take an extra suitcase, because if you like to buy stuff at promotions, you want to make sure you have room to put all that stuff in there. I would take a notebook, and I'd still use business cards and hand those out to people. You can do it a different way if you want. Rest whenever possible, and just listen to Terry. Take a nap whenever you possibly can, because you're going to need that. Make sure you get the phone number and the room number of all your people in your team, so you can have a chat and talk to each other as to where you're at. Go to registration as soon as you get there, as soon as you can on a Thursday. And so you can get that finished. Let's see. I wanted to, make sure you have Juice Plus powders in your bag, so you can add it to your water, whether it's Super Biome Luminate or Superfoods, whatever that is. This is where you're going to go and get ideas for new events at your house. So what I try to do is get a year calendar, and you're going to mark off the conferences. You maybe will find at a conference where some boot camps are. So maybe 1 or 2 conferences, 1 or 2 boot camps. put those on your calendar and then start filling in some of the regionals. If you talk to people and we're having an event in October, where's it at? Oh, I'd like to come to that. And also then local meetings, if you find other people that live near your area, you can meet with them. So have that calendar ready. As you're hearing the things, you're like, oh, June, I think I'm going to have a burrito bowl party. That's a good idea. So put that down for June. Don't have to have a day, just that's what you're going to do in June. Always I know, set new goals, build for your team and family. Really, your team becomes your family, like community for Juice Plus. That is our family. Sometimes they're a lot better than blood family is our Juice Plus family because they got better blood, right? And then make sure you try to meet doctors and other speakers. Introduce yourself to them because someday you might want them to come to your area to speak. So let them know who you are and where you live. When you're taking all these ideas, make sure you highlight only 3 to 5. When you get home, use 3 to 5 things. You're not going to use your whole notebook, so highlight or circle 3 to 5 things that you want to make sure you do. And like stay positive. I say pray every day for God to guide you to send the people that you need to hear and what the things they have to say to you. And the NMD talks, yeah, bring some Kleenex because I think those are powerful. I love, love, love those. And if I'm there and I want to send messages to everybody instead of maybe not doing it like Pamelia, I'll just send it to Mary and she'll send it to everybody on Project Broadcast, whether it's customers or distributors or whoever it might be. Maybe sourdough people, who knows? But I'll use her. So this is going to be my 57th conference that I've attended, and I'm just still as excited as I was the first time I went. There you go, Amy.
57. What? Oh my gosh.
I know. I started when I was 13, so it's all good.
Hey, you need to go read the chat because I put in there, you look in fire tonight. You look so good, Judy. You look so good. And because there's power in the blood. And we are family. Just like I know Terry's singing in the background. I know. Y'all, we have one last speaker, and then I'll let you go. Just bear with me for just 4 more minutes, okay? Just 4 more minutes if you don't mind, because I don't want you to miss our amazing Janelle. We are family. Janelle, bring it home for us. Bring it home, girl.
Okay, last time I shared, I had 3 C's, and Amy's like, remember your 3 C's? I said, I'm sure they were fantastic. So I looked them up, and it was connection, collaborate, and celebrate. But I'm going to flip those a little bit, and I want to start with celebration. So celebrate good times, come on. Why? Why? Because we need to celebrate before we get on a plane or drive that we are where we are. Think about where we have come from the last conference, for me, from 23 years ago, for Judy, from when she was 13. We have come from a long way. We've had lots of challenges, but we're still standing. So I want to start with celebration. I want to start with already, if nothing else happens, this is fantastic, and we are celebrating. My second C is the company. So the connections with the company, the changes, and again, this is kind of reiteration, but we are a part of this family. And not only that, we're not just consumers. We are active decision makers in it. And when we show up to conference like that, and not like, well, do I like conference? Do I not? I'm not. No, like you're a part of the family, shut up or speak up, but this is like you're engaged. So come be engaged because our decisions and what we do and what we share affects the whole, and we get to be a part of that. Okay, thirdly, and we talked about this on our WHAM call today, is clarity, but not just about what I'm looking for, but I want us all to like really drill down. Who are you? Who has God made you to be? What are your gifts and what are your talents? If you go to conference and you're like, I'm not Abby and I'm not Terry and I'm not Jude. No, you're not. Be you. Jesus has made you just exactly who you are. What are your gifts? What are your strengths? What are your talents? Terry has said to us, like, if you're going to do an event, do something that gets you excited. So again, like, for us to really know who we are, then we can step into that belief with no problem whatsoever. Okay. How am I showing up? And I will take notes according to that. If there is something being shared that is not my wheelhouse, I am not going to feverishly write it down. I'm going to let that just flow by. Someone else can do it, not me. Okay. Be very choosy. It's a buffet, but you don't need to gorge on everything. Enjoy what is there for you. And the last C I have is courage. Courage to live fully in this moment, fully at conference, to go in to be stretched, to go into the pressure, right? To become that which God is calling us toward. So those are my C's. Next time there'll be different C's.
Amen, amen, and amen again. Yeah. Ladies, did you hear? Intention, preparation, presence, decision, all of it. Like Terry just said in the chat, a collective mindset. We don't go to just attend, we go to decide, to receive, to become. Okay, I'm going to leave you with the words that Mike Lomer sent the leadership this morning, our interim CEO. Soon we will be together in Phoenix, and I'm so excited to meet more of you, and I guarantee that you will leave Phoenix believing in Juice Plus as much as I do. But please don't wait until Phoenix. Please don't be the person who, like so many in this world, live their lives in the land of someday. Someday, they say, someday I'll change my life. Someday I'll be able to afford that car. Someday I'll do what it takes to ensure my financial future. Someday I'll be happy. They say someday, 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 until one day their somedays come to an end. And instead of that, be a leader who does every day what most people only do someday. Inspire healthy living, reach out to that potential customer, share the opportunity with that potential partner, and do it every day starting now. And that concludes our call. Thank you for
Amazing,
our
Amy.
speakers.
Thank you.
Gosh, that was so good. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. All right, guys, I'm just going to close it with a comment. Those of you that shared tonight, I mentioned this on the WAM call this morning. I want ahead of time to know, what do you want to cover on the Monday night call when we get home from conference? You get to pick and choose what you want to cover. And also, Kurt Beavers is going to be with us Monday night after conference. He said, what do you want me to do? I said, I'll get back to you. And so he said, okay, Terry. So pick and choose. You got a lot to pick from. I can't wait to see you. Peace and blessings. No Monday night call next week because we'll all be heading to Phoenix. Be safe. No, I love you. Peace and blessings. Thank you, ladies.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Good
Thank you,
night.
ladies.
Love you.